Hi, hello, welcome to Homeschool. This is your Class 10 Mathematics NCERT or CBSE board. We are in our Chapter 13, Statistics. We have a minimum idea about statistics in our previous classes. Now, in this session, we are going to have a just tiny introduction. Statistics, this chapter is very easy, but we can say it is a time-consuming chapter. Why it takes time? There are calculation part is more in this chapter. So we do calculation. If we are fast with the calculation, then this chapter is nothing. If we are slow, it takes little time. Statistics. What is statistics? It is a collection, presentation, analysis and interpretation of a data. Which type of a data? Numerical data. To understand statistics, let us take one example. Suppose I have some number of balloons. In that balloons, there are 4 different colors we have. Some are pink color balloons, some are green color, some are blue color, and some are white color balloons. I am going to call 10 children here and ask them to pick one color. Ask them to pick one balloon. So what does they do? Suppose let the students be. Let the students, they come here and start picking. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 and one more like this. Right? So 10 children came here and they have picked in 4 colors. Which color they like, they are going to pick one balloon. What is the statistics? It is a collection, presentation, analysis and interpretation of a numerical data. Now what did I take here example? I have called 10 children and I asked them to pick balloon. I asked them to pick one balloon. And in that balloons, there are 4 different colors are there. What are the 4 different colors? Pink, green, blue and white. Right? According to the order how they come, I have collected the data and presented the data here. So now I need to analyze. How to analyze the data here? Okay, how many children selected pink color balloon? Let's count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Right? So now I am going to write here color. Pink color. How many children have selected pink color? Frequency. 5 children have selected pink colored balloons. And next comes to blue. 1. Only 1 are interested in taking blue color balloon. Next, white. 1, 2. White. 2 children are interested to take white colored balloon. Next, green. 1, 2. Green colored balloons 2 children have taken. So now, how many balloons they have taken? 10 children came, 10 balloons they have taken, right? Now, first collect, present the data, analyze. Just select how many green, how many pink, how many white. So now what the result you have written there? Interpretation. So it is easy to analyze the data by seeing a tabular column. How we have represented here. So easily you can say the children are more interested to opt the color pink. And they have a less interest in blue color. Right? Like this we are going to collect, present, analyze and interpret the numerical data. This is statistics. You can see F. What is F? It is a frequency. Frequency is represented by Fi, the number of times an observation occurs in the given data. It shows the number of times an observation occurs. How many times pink occurred here? How many times blue? How many times white? This is nothing but it is the number of times that observation is called. Or we can say frequency is always represented by Fi. Frequency, we may say that it is number of times repeated observation, you may say, or the number of children opted the color also you can say. Class mark. Class mark is equal to lower limit plus upper limit by 2. What is this? Where do we come across this class mark? Class interval. Suppose, let us see here 10 to 20 marks. In a class test, 10 to 20 marks, how many children scored? 10 children have scored the marks in between 10 to 20. To 30 marks, 20 children have scored. This is class interval of marks you can say, and this is the frequency, number of children scored. Look here carefully, class interval 10 to 20 marks, 10 children have scored. 20 to 30 marks range in between. Suppose one child may got 21, another 25, another 26, like this. The first one, 10 to 20, I am saying no. 10 is called as a lower limit and 20 is called as the upper limit. When you want to find class mark for this, every class interval it will be having a different class mark. Suppose if I select this, 10 is lower limit, 20 is upper limit. Find the class mark here. What is the formula? Lower limit plus upper limit by 2. 20 plus 10, 30. 30 by 2 will be 15 is your answer. What is the class mark? 15. Next. See for the next class interval. What is the class mark for this? 20 to 30. What is 20? Lower limit. Upper limit is 30. Class mark I can say it as xi also I can represent. Xi is equal to 20 plus 30 by 2. 20 plus 30 will be 50. 50 by 2. 25 is the class mark for this class interval. This is the way we find class mark. Statistics in 9th we have seen the measures of central tendency. What is the central tendency? It is nothing but the average. What are the measures of this central tendency? Mean, median, mode. In our previous classes, we have found out this mean, median, mode of ungrouped data. Of what? Ungrouped data. Ungrouped data means, suppose if I say 10 children marks. 10 children marks means 5, 4, 0, 10, 8, 7, 3, 2, like this. 1, 2, 3, 6, 8, 9, 10. You can see the data here, which is ungrouped data. What does it mean? It is a class test conducted for 10 children. Marks are here. 7, 1, 5, 4, 0, 10, 8, 7, 3, 2. Whereas it is called as a ungrouped data. Why it is ungrouped? It is a data collected by individual student. Then what about a grouped data? This is grouped data. 10 to 20 marks. Class interval, 10 students scored. 10 students marks are in between these two. And 20 students marks are in between these two. Means this is a grouped data and this is ungrouped data. In our previous classes, we found the measure of central tendency, that is nothing but the average of mean, median, mode for ungrouped data. In this year, we are going to calculate the measures of central tendency of mean, median, mode for grouped data. In our previous classes, we know about the mean, median, mode. How we used to calculate for ungrouped data? Mean. How did we calculate, children? X bar, mean is represented by X bar, is equal to sum of the scores by number of the scores. Sum of the scores by Sum of observations you can write, or scores you can write. Sum of scores by number of scores. This is a mean for ungrouped data. Then median. How we are going to calculate median for ungrouped data? First, arrange the given data in ascending order. Then count the number of scores. When we are calculating median, for ungrouped data, count the number of scores. If n is odd, what we can do? Middle score. Arrange the data in a order, and the middlemost score is called as the median. If your n is odd, arrange the data in ascending order, and n plus 1 by 2th term. N plus 1 by 2 means what? 9. Suppose if I take n is 9. 9 plus 1, 10. 10 by 2, 5. 5th term. Suppose you take here. Let me delete this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 scores you have. First, arrange the numbers in ascending order. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Sorry. 0 also there here. Arrange the data in ascending order. 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And you don't have here 6, 7, 8, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. You have here 9 scores. N value is 9. Then what is the median here? N plus 1, 9 plus 1, 10. 10 by 2 is 5. 5th term is median. Count from here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This is the median. 5th term is called as the median. Or directly you can say arrange the scores in an order, and the middlemost score is called as the median when it is odd. Then when it is even, suppose if n is even, what's the number we have deleted here? Let me take here 3. Okay, now how many scores you can see? 10. Arrange in a data where it is 3. Let's write here. One more 3. Arrange the data in ascending order. Now, which score is median? It doesn't have any middle score. Where it is even. Even means, suppose 10 if I say 5, 5. Middle nothing there. So now, if n is even, what we need to do? We need to find the mean of n by 2th term and n plus 2 by 2th term. N by 2 means n value is 10. 10 by 2, 5. 5th term is 3. And here, 10 plus 2, 12. 12 by 2 will be 6. 6th term. 5th term and 6th term mean. 5th term and 6th term mean means 3 plus 4 by 2. 2 terms you have. Sum of the terms by number of the terms is mean. 3 plus 4 by 2, it will be 7 by 2. 7 by 2, it will be 3.5 is the median. What is median? 3.5 is the median. Right? Now, coming to mode. What is mode for ungrouped data? Most repeated number in a given data is called as a mode. Right? Which is the number repeated many times. In the given 10 scores, what is mode? 3 is mode. Why? 3 repeated 2 times. Like this, in our previous classes, we know about the mean, median, mode of ungrouped data. What is the relation between mean, median and mode? There is a small relation. You should remember. It may be asked for 1 mark. 3 median, 3 times the median is equal to mode plus 2 times mean. 3 median is equal to mode plus 2 mean. Relation between mean, median, mode. In the form of mode, if they ask, what you need to write? Mode is equal to 3 median minus 2 Similarly, if they ask mean, 3 median minus mod by 2. Like this, you can interchange the single relation. Okay, let's have a recap of this board. What is statistics? It is a collection, presentation, analysis, and interpretation of data is called as a statistics. Frequency, the number of times the observation occurs in a given data is called as the frequency. It is represented by F, class mark, lower limit plus upper limit by 2. We can represent it by Xi, or Xi can represent it as a score also. For scores, I can say X. Measures of central tendency, mean, median, mode, we have seen for the ungrouped data. It is already completed in our previous classes. What is the relation between these three? 3 median is equal to mode plus 2 mean. And have you used to calculate mean, median, mode before for an ungrouped data? Mean, it is an average. Sum of the scores by number of scores. X bar is equal to sum of the scores by number of the scores. Median, arrange the data in an order and the middlemost score is called as a median. Suppose if your n is odd, what value is the median? N plus 1 by 2th term is the median. Suppose your number of scores is even. First, you need to take the average of n by 2th term and n plus 2 by 2th term. If you see the two numbers, middle numbers, sum these two, divide by 2, that is the median value. And coming to mode, mode is the most repeated number in the given observations. Now you can see some important formulas which I have written on board. Let's go through one by one. Look here, mean, group data. We are going to find out in group data, mean, median, mode. How we can find? There are some formulas. What are those? In a group data, we are going to calculate mean by 3 methods. What are the 3 methods? Direct method, assumed mean method, and step deviation method. Among all these 3, direct method is very easy. Suppose if the given scores are big, then the calculation it takes more time. Then at that time you can choose step deviation method. All time step deviation method is preferable and easy method is direct method. Assumed method also similar to step deviation only. Let's know about the first method, direct method. X bar indicates mean. Mean x bar is equal to summation I is equal to 1 to n. What is this I? It's range. Okay. Summation fi xi by summation fi. This is just the formula. How to calculate? In our next session we are going to discuss. What is mean formula? X bar is equal to summation. Summation indicates, this is also called as sigma. Sigma you can say, or you can say summation also. Sum of all the fi xi terms you can say. We may call this as sigma or summation. Next method, assumed mean method. X bar is equal to a plus summation fi di by summation fi. What is the difference between these two formulas? Here extra a came and here di there. Whereas here xi and here it is di. What is di? Xi minus a. What is a and d? Di is deviation. Deviation, di is equal to xi minus a. Whereas a is assumed mean. We take any one value in the score. Okay, so we call this as assumed mean. What is the formula for assumed mean method? X bar is equal to a plus summation fi di by summation fi. Summation fi is also called as n. Sum of frequencies means what? It is a number of terms. number of persons it may be, number of any observations it may be. So we may call summation fi is also called as n. Step deviation method. X bar mean x bar is equal to a plus summation fi ui came. Look here, in direct xi there, in assumed di there, step deviation ui by summation fi into h. What is extra in this? ui and h. A assumed mean summation fi frequency and ui one more variable we have taken to find the deviation here. What is the deviation we take here? ui is equal to xi minus a by h, where di is equal to xi minus a. Here ui another variable we have taken to find xi minus a by h. Summation fi ui by summation fi into h. What is extra letter h here? It indicates the class size. Class size. Suppose you have 10 to 20 class interval. How to calculate class size? 20 minus 10. 10 is the class size. Always we need to subtract from upper limit minus lower limit. Okay, that shows the class size. Once again, let's recollect the formulas to find the mean for group data. In order to find mean, we have three methods. One is direct method, another assumed mean method, and step deviation method. Among all these, direct method is very easy. What is the formula? X bar is equal to summation fi xi by summation fi. Coming to assumed mean method, x bar is equal to a plus summation fi di by summation fi. Here a indicates assumed mean and d indicates the deviation. How to calculate d? di is equal to xi minus a. In every score, we need to subtract the assumed mean score. Where we get assumed value? In the score. Right? Step deviation method. X bar is equal to a plus summation fi ui by summation fi into h. Here h indicates class size, a is called assumed value and ui is nothing but xi minus a by h or deviation by h also you can say. So try to remember these all formulas. Don't by heart, understand the formula. Next, coming to mode. How can I calculate mode? For an ungrouped data, most repeated number is called as a mode. But for a grouped data, how can we get the mode? How can we get mode? In a given class intervals, we need to select the model class first. Suppose you have 10 to 20, 0 to 10, 20 to 30, 30 to 40 and 40 to 50. Right? I'm going to give you the frequency here. 50, 35, 60, 90, 10. So now observe here carefully. Don't try to see anything in this class interval. Right? This is called as a class interval. Here it is frequency. In frequency, which is the highest frequency? 50, 35, 60, 90, 10. Which is highest? 90. Right? Now you select this as a model class. Try to understand carefully, children. Calculating mode is very easy. First, select model class. Which is a model class here? See the highest frequency? That is the model class. And now, seeing this model class, you need to write these all letters. L. L indicates lower limit. What is lower limit here? 30. And this indicates F1, F0, F2. F1 is the frequency in model class. F naught preceding frequency above the model class, or next F2 succeeding frequency after the model class, right? So just you can imagine, draw a model class round with a pencil, then write here F1 before one F0 and after one F2. F0, F1, F2 is ready, L is ready, still anything needed? H. What is H? Class size. How do you get class size? 40 minus 30, 10 is the class size. Like this, in the given data, you just identify model class and apply the formula, you are going to get the mode, right? So now, what is the mode formula? L plus, L indicates lower limit, F1 minus F0 by 2 F1 minus F0 minus F2 into H. I repeat, mode is equal to L plus F1 minus F0 by 2 F1 minus F0 minus F2 into H. Coming to median. Median also, we should get the median class. First, we need to select the median class. How can we select median class? You can have a shortcut here. Find cumulative frequency. What is cumulative frequency? Adding the frequency cumulatively. Suppose let me take here, just forget about this frequency. You take the class interval, frequency 2, 4, 6, and here 8, and this is 10, right? Now what does cumulative frequency? Let me mark one more column here, cumulative frequency. Okay, now 2, next, add next number. As you play a game, suppose if we say any fruits, continuous order we used to play, do you remember? Apple. Next fellow will say apple and another fruit they are going to say. Apple, mango. Next the third person will say joining another fruit. Apple, mango, banana. Means cumulatively they are adding the fruits. Similarly, here in this cumulative frequency, each and every number we are going to add continuously. Look here, 2. 2 plus 4 will be 6. Then after 6, 6 plus 6 it will be 12. 12 you should keep in your mind. Next number you go on adding. 12 plus 8, 20. 20 plus 10, 30. This, if you add, you are going to get 30. In your addition of cumulative frequency, last number will be the total. Once again, what is cumulative frequency? Go on adding the frequencies. 2, 2 plus 4, 6, 6 plus 6, 12, 12 plus 8, 20, 20 plus 10, 30. Or you can add 2 plus 4, 6, 2 plus 4 plus 6, like this also you can add. So you can observe here, cumulative frequency last value is nothing but the sum of the frequencies. Now we need to find the median class. How can we find median class? Always observe n by 2. 30, half is 15. In cumulative frequency, we need to observe. How we need to observe? Where is 15? Look here. The frequency 15 is after 12. Here only up to 12 it was there. So now what is the frequency I got if I do n by 2? It is 15. See there, cumulative frequency should be greater than n by 2. Here we take here 12. 12 is less. 15 means more than 12. Observe carefully, n by 2. What is your n by 2? 30 by 2 means 15. Where is this 15? In between 12 and 20. 12 and 20. Up to 12 it was not there. So we need to select after 12. What you have, that one we need to select. This is your median class. Observe carefully median class. Always do n by 2. What the number you get? Suppose you get 19. 19 also same. 13, 14 also same interval you need to take. Up to 12 only you need to select this one. After 12 you need to select this. Suppose if you have n by 2 value is 21. 21 you just go to the next one. 21 you can't take this interval. Right? First you need to select the median class carefully. If you select median class carefully, your problem won't go wrong. Now, what is the formula for median? L plus L is a lower limit. L value is 30, n by 2. n by 2 value is 15. CF, cumulative frequency above the median class. This is cumulative frequency. Don't consider 20. 12 is the cumulative frequency. What does CF indicates? It is a cumulative frequency. What we need to take? Above the median class. Frequency. F indicates frequency in the median class. What is the frequency you have? 8. H indicates the class size. 40 minus 30, 10 is the class size. This is the way we calculate mean, median, mode. Let's recollect median and mode formulas. Mode, how to select your model class? The highest frequency you see in the frequency column and then select the model class. In that model class, you need to identify L, F1, F0, F2, H. What is your model class you have taken? In that lower limit is L and in the model class frequency is F1. Before frequency F0. After frequency you write it as F2. Class size is H. Coming to median. You select the median by writing first cumulative frequency column. Go on adding your continuous frequency. First find cumulative frequency column. Then do n by 2. Where the value you get in cumulative frequency, you just observe that value n by 2. That number where you get in the cumulative frequency 15. After 12 you get. So select this as a median class. Selecting median class is very important. Then lower limit L, then cumulative frequency don't take 20. Above the 20, this one preceding value you need to take. F frequency in the median class, H is the class size. What is the median formula? L plus n by 2 minus CF by F into H. Last and final topic in the statistics is ogives. Less than ogive and more than ogive. And what are these? These are the cumulative frequency curves. Last and final topic in this chapter is graphical representation of cumulative frequency distribution. These cumulative frequency distribution, how we are going to represent in the form of ogives. Ogive, O-G-I-V-E. Immediately we spell it as ogive. But it should be spelled in the form of ogive. Ogive is derived from OG. It will be in the form of a concave arc flowing into a convex arc. How will be concave and convex? This is convex and this will be concave. Yes, do you remember? Convex and concave. An OG is a shape of concave arc flowing into a convex arc. You can see here this is convex and this is concave. These OGs are in the form of concave and then it will be in the form of convex. Or you can say that it will be in the form of S-shaped curves. Ogives are in S-shaped curves with vertical ends. In ogives, we can draw this in less than type ogive or more than type ogive. Or we may call them as cumulative frequency curves of less than type and more than type. Let us take one example here. Class interval frequency 5 to 10 frequency 2, 10 to 15, 15 to 20, 20 to 25. What are all these? Okay, let us take one class interval first. 5 to 10. 5 to 10 in the sense what we are going to understand here, more than 5 and less than 10. Is it? More than 5, less than 10. Class interval 5 to 10 means more than 5. The word itself you remember here, shortcut M. More than 5, less than 10. So now using this example, we are going to do two types of curves. By seeing here, why did I write M? More than. Why did I write here L? Less than. When you are doing these type of curves, only one value we are going to take. Suppose let's start with the ogive of less than type. When we consider less than type ogive, what we are going to write less than type ogive? You are going to take lower limit, upper limit. Less than, which side you have? It is in the form of upper limit. Right here, upper limit, or whatever sentence they have mentioned, that also you can write. Upper limit less than, don't take full class interval, only one side you need to take. Less than 10, less than 15, less than 20, less than 25, less than 30, less than 35, less than 40. When we are doing less than type ogive, we need only one side of the class interval. Coming to frequency as it is. 2, 12, 2, 4, 3, 4, 3. Cumulative frequency. How do we get the cumulative frequency? Continuously we are going to add the numbers I have said. Look here. 2. First one as it is. Next. 2 plus 12. It will be 14. Next. Again add that number also. 2, 12, 2. That will be 16. Do you remember a game we have played? Which type of a game? Suppose some particular children are there here. They are going to play a group game. First, one fellow will select a fruit. Suppose let it be mango. He spells mango. Then the second person will join another fruit with that and then say mango, banana. Similarly, the third person will add one more fruit. Mango, banana, apple. Like this, when again the first person turn comes, how many people are there? That many fruits and extra fruit he need to say. This is a game, right? That is nothing but the cumulatively adding the fruits. Here same manner, the number and the next number we are going to add cumulatively. What numbers we are going to add here? Frequencies. 2 plus next number, 2 plus 12, 14, 14 plus 2, 16. Directly also you can add. Here 16, right? Next number is 4. 16 plus 4, 20. 20 plus 3, 23. 23 plus 4, 27. 27 plus 3, 30. While you are adding your cumulative frequency, the last number shows the total of the frequencies. Or summation of the frequencies will indicate the last number in cumulative frequency column. We are going to represent less than type ogive graphically. We have completed the table work what given. So children, one more point you need to observe here. Suppose your frequencies are in an order, right? Continuously they are in ascending order. If they are in ascending order, no need of writing again cumulative frequency. Means in your problem itself, cumulative frequencies readily they have given. When it is continuously there, suppose you have 2, 14, 16, 20, 23, 27, 30 there, no need of adding again cumulative frequency. Directly you take this as cumulative frequency and you take your upper limits and then do it graph direct. Suppose if they are not in a proper order, then write cumulative frequency in your table. Graphical representations. Horizontal axis is x-axis and vertical axis is y-axis. We need to draw here ogive. Ogive is in which shape? S-shaped curve. Now, how we are going to get what we need to do in this graph? Look here, upper limit and cumulative frequency. You need to consider it as a coordinate 10, 2. On x-axis, what we need to take here? We need to write upper limits on x-axis and on y-axis cumulative frequency. Write completely cumulative frequency, you write with an arrow mark like this, and upper limit with an arrow mark like this. Right? X-axis, when you are doing less than type ogive, upper limit, and y-axis cumulative frequency. Then can you guess what about more than type ogive? Yes, upper limit, instead of upper limit you use lower limit. That's all. There is no change. That's it. Now let's start plotting your graph. 10, 2. 10, 2. Yes, I have taken a scale according to the number what I have 10 to 40 there here, and here 2 to 30 there. So adjust your scale in that manner and try to plot the graph. 10 to 15, 14. Okay. Then again 20, 16. Okay. 25, 20. Yes. Then 30, 23. Okay. And you need to extend still here up to 35, 40. Now, after 30, what do you have? 35, 27. Here, 40, 30. Yes. Now, look here. Freehand curve you are going to draw here. Freehand curve. Right? So, like this you have here. So, your curve is like this. You need to plot all the coordinates here and write this one as less than type ogive. Okay, this is the way we need to represent less than type ogive. Suppose one more question they are going to ask here. Find the median by using less than type ogive. You need to add all the frequencies. What you are going to get? 30. See there, n is equal to 30. Find n by 2. 30 by 2 will be how much? 15. Where you need to observe this 15? On y-axis. On y-axis. Draw a parallel line at 15. So on y-axis here, right? This is 15. So let me draw this. And it's perpendicular. This is the median. What is the median? Where it touches the x-axis, that point is called as the median. Just understand this in introduction part. Whereas when we are doing in problems, again we are going to discuss this all. Right? But introduction part is very important for you children. In this introduction, I try to cover almost full chapter. Full chapter introduction will be there in this. So now let's move to the more than type ogive. In more than, where I asked you to mark M, in examination don't mark M and L. Just for you to remember shortcut, I have written there M and L. Now what you are going to write? M. More than 5 we are writing. What is this limit? Lower limit. Right here. Lower limit. And what you are going to write? More than or equal to 5. Here also less than or equal to also you can write, no problem. Less than or equal to 10, less than or equal to 15, less than or equal to 20. Or simply you can write less than. In this table also more than or equal to 5. Similarly, more than 10, more than 15, more than 20, 25, 30, 35, up to 35 we need to write here. More than 35 and your frequency as it is we are going to take. This is the place where most of the children will do mistake. As you do in less than type ogive, Directly you are going to add cumulative frequency. But in more than, we should not add. Then what we need to do? We are going to reduce cumulative frequency. First we should add the frequency. What is the total we are going to get? 30. First we need to start from the total number, write as it is. Sum of the frequencies value you need to write first 30. Then in 30 you remove 2. 30 minus 2 will be 28. Then 28 minus 12. How much it will be? 16. Okay. 28 minus 12 it will be 16. Then in 16 again subtract 2. 14. 14 subtract 4. 10. 10 minus 3. 7. 7 minus 4. 3. Have to observe whether our table is right or wrong. Just one small hint while you are doing in cumulative frequency. Yeah, frequency and cumulative frequency. First row both the numbers will be same. Whereas in more than type ogive, last row these two numbers will be same. Your calculation is right or wrong. How to check? You need to check these two numbers if same came. Yes, our calculation is correct. More than type ogive, we have taken the lower limits and written more than. Frequency in second column. Then in third column, cumulative frequency. Go on reducing from the total frequency. 30. First you write of total. In 30, you subtract 2, 28. 28 subtract 12, 16. 16 minus 2, 14. 14 minus 4, 10. 10 minus 3, 7. 7 minus 4 will be 3. Now we are going to represent this graphically. Cumulative frequency curve or more than type ogive. Similar pattern, x-axis, y-axis. See the scale what you have, 5 to 35. Where we need to write this? On x-axis, lower limit. Up to 35 I need. Okay, up to 35 only there. Whereas cumulative frequency on y-axis. Up to where we need? We need up to 30. Now take the coordinate as 5, 30. Okay. 10, 28. 15, 16. And now 20, 14. Then 25, 10. 37. Here it is. Then 35, 3. So, your freehand curve is like this. This is more than type ogive. More than type ogive. In this, how to find median? Same manner. N is 30, n by 2, 15. On y-axis. Where is 15? Draw a line which is parallel to x-axis. Join the curve. Where it touches, there you do the perpendicular. This is the median. Whatever value you get, that is called as the median. Suppose if two ogives you have drawn in a single graph. What happens here? Like this somewhere got. Where the two ogives are going to intersect, draw a perpendicular on x-axis. That is the median, right? And easy to understand. How will be your less than and more than type? Less than, like this will be there. More than, like this will be there. Less than, down to up. More than, up to down. You are going to get the curves. I hope everybody understood this introduction part. Just go through with all the formulas and how we are going to do. Just go through these all introduction. Then we are ready to do the exercise. So with this, we are going to end our session today. In our next session, we are going to continue with the exercise. Until that, keep watching. Thank you all.